First reading, a reading from the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verses 1 onwards. Brethren, you were dead in the trespasses and sins in which you once walked, following the course of this world, following the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that is now at work in the sons of disobedience, among whom we all once lived in the passions of our flesh, carrying out the desires of the body and the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, like the rest of mankind. But God, being rich in mercy, because of the great love with which He loved us, even when we were dead in our trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved, and raised us up with Him, and seated us with Him in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus, so that in the coming ages He might show the immeasurable riches of His grace in kindness towards us in Jesus Christ. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing, it is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand, that we should walk in them. Second reading, a reading from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 12, verses 13 onwards. At that time, someone in the crowd said to Jesus, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." But He said to him, "Man, who made me a judge or arbitrator over you?" And He said to them, "Take care and be on your guard against all covetousness, for one's life does not consist in the abundance of one's possessions." And He told them a parable, saying, "The land of a rich man produced plentifully, and he thought to himself, 'What shall I do? For I have nowhere to store my crops.' And he said, 'I will do this. I will tear down my barns and build larger ones, and there I will store all my grains and my goods. And I will say to my soul, Soul, you have ample goods laid up for many years. Relax, eat, drink, be merry.' But God said to him, 'Fool, this night your soul is required of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? So is the one who lays up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God.'" This is the word of the Lord. The rich fool placed all his trust in the crop that his land yielded in a particular year. He thought to himself that now he does not have to worry about anything but to enjoy life. Jesus calls him a fool for his short-sightedness and narrow-mindedness, because he could not think beyond his physical needs and material gains. He does not realize that the very life which he wants to enjoy will end one day. He has misplaced priorities in life. Jesus invites us to put first things first and be rich in things considering God. Jesus cautions us about being attached to wealth and making our property our life. Today's reflection: do we have right priorities in life? Do we need to reshuffle them?